This is Andy. He's your guest judge for this challenge.
Masterchef Junior is a show that consistently introduces us to the youngest and best amateur chefs. These young talents are mentored by three main judges, who vary from season to season. In addition to those three judges, there are dynamite guest judges that come in to see just what these little chefs can do. These are the top 10 guest judges from Masterchef Junior.
I didn't know there was going to be a judge.
Edward Lee.
The world of food is endless.
It is always great when another chef comes on to judge any cooking competition, but for MasterChef Junior, it has to be even more exciting. Edward Lee is a mainstay in the culinary world. When the young chefs hear the accolades Chef Lee has, they are anxious to see who it is. With multiple James Beard Award nominations, as well as being a large figure in the Southern food scene, the kids are beyond excited to see the chef. Jasmine is very excited to see him and connects with his style of cooking immediately.
I'm so excited!
Even though Chef Lee is traditionally a Southern cook, he decides to take the amateur cooks on an international journey. This cannot be an easy task for these young kids, but they have to figure out a way to tackle this and make the best sushi, nigiri, and tempura that they can. The judges and guest judge Edward Lee never lose faith in the chefs as they work diligently to make sure they get their ratio of fish to rice right, making sure they prioritize their mise en place and get everything set up perfectly. Chef Edward Lee gives the Season 5 chefs an almost impossible challenge, but it is without a doubt that they are up to the challenge.
And I hope that Master Kenobi is up to the challenge.
Julie Bowen.
Kids, they're like cocktails.
It is always nice for the kids on MasterChef Junior to see a judge that they recognize. Julie Bowen is an actress recognizable from her long-running stint as Claire Dunphy on Modern Family. Julie's fiery spirit is present the second she walks into the kitchen, and you can see that the kids are excited to begin cooking for her when Chef Ramsay announces their guest judge.
I'm so excited!
She greets Chef Ramsay with a friendly kiss, which does not go over well with Sid. This is a moment that reminds the audience that these contestants are just kids. As she and Chef Ramsay are checking on the contestants, they stop at Donovan. In this particular competition, the amateur cooks are honoring their mothers through their food. When asked what his mother can cook, Donovan gives an amazing answer.
She could order in.
When Julie finds out that young Donovan is making his own marshmallows, she is visibly shaken. She is completely astounded by the skill of this young chef. Julie brings a fun, exciting energy to the kitchen, and the kids get excited to cook for her.
We're all very excited.
Gordon's mom.
Let's get this show on the road. Come.
Gordon Ramsay is a name that is recognizable throughout the world. To his mother, though, he is simply her son, Gordon.
Are you going to wash up, Gord?
In this special episode, Gordon's mother, the woman who helped him activate his love for cooking, comes in to judge the contestants in Season 2 of MasterChef Junior. This is a treat because audiences as well as the contestants get to see a more human side of Gordon. The presence of his mother seems to soften Gordon a bit, allowing him to joke around and be a bit more calm as they judge this particular competition.
Was I that good at 8? We're
Still
live.
not that good.
As a guest judge, Gordon's mother brought a kindness and cheer to the kitchen that only a mother can bring.
All right, smart ass.
Mayim Bialik.
I was a very unusual child. I'm sure that's shocking to you.
Starting with Blossom at age 15, Bialik has stayed in the limelight with her starring role as Amy Farrah Fowler on The Big Bang Theory. Having already published a cookbook, Bialik is clearly up to date on what is happening in the cooking world. The home cooks are very excited to see Bialik, having known her from her TV show. A well-known vegan, Bialik placed a difficult challenge before the contestants, creating an elevated dish that was beautiful, delicious, and vegan. Shane impressed with his burger, receiving praise from both Mayim Bialik and Chef Ramsay. Chef Ramsay asks him if he'd go vegan, but that doesn't seem to be something that interests Shane. When it comes to Adam's falafel burger, he gets a great compliment from Christina.
This is a pretty stunning take on a vegan burger.
Though he struggles a bit with his potato dish due to the difficulties when it comes to the varying vegan ingredients, he ultimately succeeds with his falafel burger. Bialik brings a level of expertise to show the cooks how to cook in styles they are not necessarily well versed in.
I can't believe these are vegan.
Matilda Ramsay.
Who is a better cook, you or your dad?
Definitely me.
If you know anything at all about Gordon Ramsay's personal life, you know his family is incredibly important to him. So it is no surprise for Gordon to bring his daughter Matilda onto MasterChef Junior as a guest judge. At first, the contestants do not seem too thrilled to be joined by another young chef.
What?
But their demeanors soften when they see just who the special guest is. Matilda Ramsay comes in with a challenge for the young Season 3 contestants to make salmon en croûte. When going over the ingredients, Matilda sounds a bit Americanized.
Basil,
Basil, you're not American.
Matilda worked as a great guest judge because she was around the same age as some of the contestants, with a love of food just as strong as theirs.
What are you doing?
Professionals.
Well, I'm a professional. I'm serious and I'm a professional.
Now, these are not your standard celebrity judges. These group of professionals, ranging from ballet dancers to NASA scientists to Olympic athletes, are the type of guest judges never before seen in the Masterchef Junior kitchen. These are renowned professionals in their field, just as the Masterchef Junior contestants desire to be in their own field. Not only will these guests be judging the food, but this is a restaurant challenge where the contestants must work in teams to get the food out and make sure each dish is perfect. The ballet dancers enter as gracefully as you would expect ballet dancers to.
I'm the ballerina man.
There are also doctors, cowboys, and pilots to round out the attendance for the restaurant challenge. When the Olympic athletes enter, though, the mood in the kitchen does shift.
I love it.
These are people the young contestant can recognize. These are great guest judges because they create an elevated dining room, one to impress and honor. These are people who are consistently hardworking, just as the amateur chefs are.
Work hard, play hard, am I right?
Michelle Obama.
She's the most popular person in America.
There are times when a celebrity guest judges defies all expectation. Gordon starts by picking up an important-looking red phone, cluing the keen observer and an audience member in on just who the guest might be. The kids are visibly excited at the prospect of who this mystery guest could be, with Secret Service and this bright red phone. The reveal is nothing short of spectacular. That's right, the guest judge here is none other than former First Lady Michelle Obama. When the young chefs finally see her, their faces say it all. As a First Lady who championed healthy eating,
Turn up for what?
it only makes sense for Michelle Obama to want to instill the same values in these young chefs. Michelle reiterates her passion upon revealing the mystery box that was inspired by the White House kitchen garden to the chefs. This challenge and having Michelle Obama as the guest judge really go hand in hand.
The wife of Barack loves gardening, wants to wipe out fat children.
Richard Blais.
I'm super expensive. I'm very expensive.
The runner-up on this season of Top Chef and the winner of Top Chef All-Stars, Richard Blais is someone who knows just what these amateur cooks are going through. Blais has been both a contestant and a judge on Cutthroat Kitchen, a contestant on Chopped, and a judge on Guy's Grocery Games. So, it is safe to say that Richard Blais knows what he is talking about.
I think he knows what he's talking about.
The excitement in the room was palpable, and it was clear that Richard had an effect on one particular chef. To have a chef who inspired him to pursue molecular gastronomy in front of him to taste his food has been a dream for Afnan. Blais compliments the chefs on their skills, which is a big compliment coming from a chef with his level of talent. To have a chef who has been through competitions taste your food and know what you are going through with the tension and stress must be a wonderfully comforting but daunting feeling. Blais works as a guest judge because of his experience, expertise, and overall skill level.
We're all at the same skill level, Jerry.
The Muppets.
It's not quite a mop, and it's not quite a puppet.
When the contestants on a reality competition are kids, you have to make sure to give them a little bit of fun every now and then. Whether it's dousing the judges in frosting or dunking one in a milkshake, MasterChef Junior never leaves the kids without entertaining for long. This time, though, the entertainment came to the contestants in the form of judges. That is, in the form of the Muppets. These lucky contestants get the chance to cook for and with Miss Piggy and the Swedish Chef. The Season 5 contestants are clearly excited about the chance to cook for these famed characters. Later on in the episode, Miss Piggy is cooking alongside the chefs, but isn't happy when she sees Gordon helping Sydney. Not only that, but she calls him by the wrong name for the second time.
Gary! Gordon, not Gary.
After this, Gordon finally responds and goes to help her, but not before she gives him a little bit of sass first.
Whoa! A touch.
That much?
Nothing like questioning the master himself, Miss Piggy. These two work to not only bring comic relief to the episode, but to remind the viewer that these are just kids and need to have fun just as much as they need to show the judges what they can do.
Show me what you got.
Wolfgang Puck and Martha Stewart.
Martha Stewart! How did you get in here?
There are very few judges on any television show that could be described as legendary. Gordon Ramsay is certainly one of them, but these two chefs definitely belong in his company. There are few names more synonymous with good cooking than Wolfgang Puck and Martha Stewart, who helped to judge the final two contestants in Season 5 of MasterChef Junior. While these two all-star chefs have been cooking longer than these junior chefs have been alive, it doesn't mean the contestants on this season of MasterChef Junior cannot end up impressing these two stars. The entrance of the two chefs is nothing short of spectacular.
What an entrance!
Along with the response of the previously eliminated chefs, the entire team is very excited for Wolfgang Puck, But Wolfgang is the one who thinks he should be excited. To give the chefs the compliment that his son could not do what these chefs are doing speaks volumes. Gordon introduces Martha, but it is hard to do justice to people with such storied careers like Wolfgang Puck and Martha Stewart. Martha pays the compliment right back to the two finalists, congratulating them on being such accomplished young cooks. To have these two cooking dynamos eat your food would be stressful for any chef, whether an adult or young chef. For these two MasterChef Junior finalists, it had to be both terrifying and a dream come true to cook for these two people who helped shape the world of cooking.
Oh my goodness! This is my dream come true!
We hope you liked the video. Why not check out our other videos? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the gray notification bell to join our notification squad.